right, welcome back to week 2 of recapping another week of daily vlogs. So we're going to relook all of this vertical format content that I've been posting. We're going to reflect on it and then provide some quick tips of what I've learned after 2 weeks of daily vlogging. So without squirrel ado, let's get straight into it. Day 8. The purpose of this particular clip is to review this other whiteboard that I have right here. And it's specifically for my Where's Malo time block that I've reserved 6 hours a day to work on. So 6 a.m. to noon, this is what I'm working on. And as I evolve with this daily vlog, so will this list. This list is not in any particular order, but I'm gonna break it down as best I can here. So as of now, we have an idea section of the time block. We have a prep section. We have the edit section, which is all done in DaVinci. We have the film, and then we have the final. Generally, this is gonna be right after ideas. The prep involves watching that film, clipping it, sorting it, labeling it, and putting them into their respective folders for each daily vlog. The edit is one of my favorites as of now. I try to find a song that I like first, and then I'll put everything on the timeline and I will clip it based on the tempo of that song. I'm still fine-tuning this process, but as of now, I like the idea of finding music before I work on the timeline because that allows me to optimize that timeline without having to redo work. The whole point of this is to optimize my workflow so I can do a daily vlog in under 3 hours. And then I apply my sound effects after I optimize the timeline and combine the footage. Then I'll do voiceover, and then I optimize the audio that you're hearing. You know, I'm not a professional, I'm learning as I go, but this is the best point of which to do that for me. And then I'll apply the cover frame, which is just one little frame that I put at the beginning of the video. And then I'll do auto captions if applicable, fine-tune the auto captions, and then I render. So that's my currently 8-step process working in DaVinci, right? The filming process is based off of my ideas. So I reference the beat sheet and the shot list, and the shot list and the beat sheet are created during the ideas section of my time block. And then I never rehearse, believe it or not. This is not about being a perfectionist. This is about consistency. And then final, I work on the title, description, and then I schedule the post.
Meet daily photo number 643. Hope you've enjoyed this clip. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, so initial thoughts rewatching that. I think the audio was great. It might have been a little too loud, but one thing I'm learning is it's better that it's loud than not, because on your phone, you can easily just downplay the volume, right? Whereas if the volume's too low, there's no solution to that. You just swipe away because you can't hear what I'm saying. I think it was too long. Looking back, I think short form, it's harder to keep attention. You have to just give the key points and then expand on them just a little bit. But this is very me. This is, I think it's on brand if you want to put it that way. My process has changed slightly, and there's certain things that I want to experiment with now moving forward, but overall, I'm happy with the clip. But what I would definitely change is make it shorter. Try to make it more concise and not ramble on as much as I did. All right, let's move on to day 9.
Good morning. Oh no. Oh, whoops. They lived, don't worry. Rookie mistake.
So I woke up a little later than I wanted to. We made it. Oh, this is crazy.
Colder than I'm used to, by far.
Stars are amazing though.
I was definitely under-geared for this trip. I had these summer hiking shoes, which were essentially mesh. So my feet were incredibly cold, my hands were cold, even with gloves on. But I toughed it out, kept going, stayed out there about 90 minutes. Forgive the pitch black screen. These GoPros don't do well in low light. I think I'm going to have to get a DJI Osmo pretty soon, just for these types of vlogs. Good old setup process. I did make sure to change out my lens the night before that I'm going to be using here. It's a 14 millimeter Sony G2, and I believe that's a 1.8. Super wide angle. And for today's shot, I wanted to experiment. I had this new headlamp that I was using, and it had this cool red light, and I thought, what if I shine that light on the arc? What will it look like? Ended up turning out great. I love this shot. Here's daily photo, number 644. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, initial thoughts. I need to make it shorter. There's too much downtime. I'm realizing that not everybody who watches this knows me, and not everybody who watches this wants it to be so slow paced. I think we leave the slow pace for the long form, like this video you're watching here. And little teaser, I am going to be making more long form content once I have more time. Right now, the focus is fine tuning my process of daily vlogging. But a lot of these daily vlogs that you see, there's a lot of raw footage of me at a particular location or in a particular city or camping, in a certain national park. And I want to make videos just for those areas, right? Maybe keep them ASMR with a little bit of storytelling, but more so just, here's what I do when I arrive to a campsite. Here's the photos I took throughout. Anything I've noticed, just pop all the photos on screen and make it a true photography vlog, long form. Shout out to all the other creators who give me tons of ideas with, creating long form content and showing the picture on screen throughout the video. I really love that style, and I want to do more of that. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, make it shorter. I think there's lots of this daily clip that blah, blah, blah. There was lots of this that I could have been more concise with. But overall, I love the shot, by the way. This daily photo, killer. The experiment with the red lamp worked out great, in my opinion. Yeah, that's about all I have for that one. Let's move on to day 10.
Oh. So, I didn't get all the shots I wanted to get. Kind of bummed about that. But there was a double window shot that I would have loved to get with the stars through each window. Makes me want to stay another day and come back tomorrow morning to do that. But I can always come back another time, because I know I'll be back here. It just feels like I'll be back here at some point. So I'm just debating whether or not I want to go catch this sunrise, because my hands were so damn cold.
One eternity later.
Yeah. Let's go get this fucking sunrise. Meet daily photo number 645. I went for a super wide crop. Really loving how this one turned out. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's how much I enjoy this. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I like how short this one was. The one thing I didn't do that I wish I did, I need to make sure I stare at this camera and not at the screen, that I wish I did was provide context at the beginning, saying if you haven't watched day 9, click the link below, watch that one first, because those two tied together. It's a part 1, part 2 series. It's the same, 4 to 6 a.m. time slot of photography. Really love this shot. I'd love to hear what you think about the GIFs that I'm starting to use. I was experimenting. Should I use more of those in short form? I think it fits well with short form. There was definitely moments of this, though, I could have condensed just a little bit, but I am experimenting. So overall, cool clip. I'm happy with it. But we're starting to see a theme with me looking back, and it's make it shorter. Get to the point quicker. So let's move on to day 11.
This video takes place right around the Goosenecks State Park. Originally, I found a campsite on iOverlander that just looked spectacular. So that was the destination. But once I got to the GPS pin on the map, there was no road off to my left. So I just kept driving, hoping I would find another spot, because at this point I didn't have cell service anymore. So we were just wishing on a prayer. Or however that Bon Jovi song goes. Luckily, I did find a spot, and it was worth it. I'm actually glad we didn't find the other spot, because without it, we wouldn't have found this one.
So this is the view. Shit. The GoPro does not do this justice. Wow.
This is the drone shot right up above. A slow pan, just to give you the perspective.
Setting up shop right here.
And we're gonna fast forward through all that. I unfortunately lost the data that had me setting up camp, so instead you get to see me cook. And it brings us to the shot. Daily photo number 646. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, I like day 11 because I was able to use a lot of different camera angles that you haven't been able to see. Because I've been in national parks, I haven't been able to pop up the drone. One critique I have, though, is the auto captions did get in the way of the subject of those drone shots, which is my Jeep. I wish I noticed that before I hit live, but I was in such a flow of just repetition of pumping the video out, exporting it, and being happy with what I did in that moment. I would have condensed it just a little bit. There's certain parts of this where it's kind of dead, but overall, I liked this video, the steps I took to get to Goose Canyon, the lesson in, the expectation of the first spot not panning out, leading to this other amazing spot. I really love all that. Yeah. Overarching theme of what I would change, what I've learned from this: captions, pay attention to the subject in the different clips, in the different scenes rather, and make it shorter. Make it shorter. All right, let's move on to day 12.
Oh, is that the first lookout up there? I see somebody up there. What the fuck? I followed the sign. It said to go straight. Huh. Yeah, that's a lookout. Son of a bitch. Well, shit.
Sometimes getting lost leads you to the shot. Daily photo number 647. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
I like how short this one was. I like the transition of the scene to the beat. I couldn't keep that pace once I got to the point of realizing I went the wrong way. I think there's a disconnect at the end between walking up to the shot and the shot itself. Part of me is starting to think right around this day where maybe I should show the photo at the very beginning. Maybe I should, you're going to notice something I think here in 2 days where I say day 14 of posting a video every day for 365 days. Daily photo number, bam, give the photo up front, and then provide conflict and resolution after the shot. Play it off the shot, and ideally have that footage to show. It's kind of what I'm feeling. Now, we're going to get into, yeah, I can't really make this one shorter. I guess I could, but I think it's short enough. I think making videos right around that 1 minute mark, even though we have a 3-minute time limit on shorts now and reels, I'm not a good storyteller yet. So I think I can't utilize that full 3 minutes to the best of my abilities so that I keep your attention. So, but all in all, I think I'm happy with the shot. It's pretty cool. And yeah, let's move on to day 13.
Good morning.
Now, I just want to make coffee.
When I first bought this, it seemed like a great idea, and don't get me wrong, it's a cool hand grinder, but after using it, 10, 15 times now at this point, I'd rather have an electrical one.
Good enough.
Let's let that finish. And I can't think of a better way to enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning than this. Sun, campfire, absolutely amazing. And this is daily photo number 648. I took this on the drive north out of this reservoir to Arches. I got really lucky. This was on the side of the road and it caught my eye. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, thinking back here, initial thoughts after watching this video, make it shorter. There's, maybe if you know me, maybe if you're a family member, a cousin, a friend, you might watch the whole thing and be like, cool. But if you're a random person who have just come across this video, I would have swiped away. It was a little too slow for me. I think getting to that climax of standing by the campfire with the sun poking out quicker, I think would have been better. There was so many parts of that process that I could have condensed and even just removed part of those clips altogether. That would have made this a more likable video. I love the shot. The shot was great. but it was how long it took us to get to the shot I didn't like watching back. But originally, the whole purpose of this video was to show my process of making coffee on the road. I just need to get better at showing that process in a condensed format. So, all in all, great lesson here. But we're starting to see a theme. Make them shorter. Let's move on to day 14.
Day 14 of posting a video every day for the next 365 days. Day 649 of posting a photo a day with no end in sight. Today's video is all about what I do when I'm not on the road, when I'm not exploring or going on photography trips. It all starts with a cup, or 3, of coffee. This video shows one of my favorite methods of making coffee, followed by the edit. Let's get into my process. Now, as you may have observed, yes, that is 2 different types of coffee beans. I like to mix different brands and flavors that I like, that I come across that I like. So this is a crucial step though. You want to pour about 1/4 to 1/3 of your liter into the French press. Let that breathe a little bit. Think of it like wine aerating. Now, you wait about a minute, you pour the rest in, all the way up to your guideline in your French press. Put on the top, wait about a minute, maybe 2 minutes before you press it, and voila. I don't know the science behind it, but allowing ground up coffee beans to breathe is a thing, trust me. So give it a try and let me know what you think. Now, for the edit, I love days like this because it allows me to look back at a previous trip and relive those moments. And, digging into archives for daily photos is honestly one of my favorite things to do. So you will definitely see more of these. Meet daily photo number 649. This was shot on the scenic byway that takes you around Arches National Park in Utah. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
I love the intro. I love getting to the point of what this whole vertical format vlogging is about. Really loved that part of it. There was parts of the coffee making I could have condensed a little bit more, but it all factored into my process of making coffee, so I did like that. The walk to the desk, I think I could have done in less time, and I will admit that wasn't recorded on the same day, because when I was recording the coffee making process, it was just an idea I had to document that process that morning. Didn't know I was going to use the footage. Decided to do this back-to-back series of making coffee on the road versus making coffee at home, and decided to use it, but I didn't have me walking to this point, this desk. So I would have improved that video for sure. But all in all, make it slightly shorter. I love the new intro. And yeah, that's a wrap as far as my initial thoughts. So what I've learned after 2 weeks of daily vlogging on YouTube Shorts, make things shorter. Learn to tell the story in less time. Understand that the attention span of somebody swiping on a video feed is very, very short. And you don't have to conform to that, but you have to get as close to that as possible. And I think repetition, one of the best things I could have done with this vlog is just to start. I knew the beginning was going to be rough. I knew the beginning was going to be a learning curve, was going to be me looking back at these videos and kind of cringing at how bad they were or how slow they were, but that's all a part of the process. So in addition to keeping things short, I would say that just starting your daily vlog, the amount that you learn, the lessons that you learn from just starting is huge. It's absolutely huge. Improve my audio and storytelling. Make things short, clear, and concise. Improve my storytelling, improve the audio, and just start. I'm happy that I just started. Those are 4 things that I learned after 2 weeks of daily vlogging. So if you found any value in this, share it with a friend. If you want to see these daily videos, make sure you hit subscribe to follow along, and I will catch you on next week's recap. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.